This is a regular controller with no paddles and no claw. And I'm spending the next 24 hours learning the best no claw, no paddles binds and settings to see if in today's era of Fortnite, can you still be a good player with just this? For the few controller players that do compete at the highest level, nearly all of them use claw grip or paddles. However, I have a plan. First, I need to find the most optimized binds and settings for no claw, no paddles. After that, I need to grind piece control maps on my brand new binds. And finally, I need to win a solos game with everything I learned. But to even have a chance at getting good without claw or paddles, I need good binds. So I kind of need to work backwards here from the most important binds. Starting with, I guess, edit, which I can't leave uncircled. To take my thumb off every time I have to edit would be awful. So I'm gonna set that to touchpad, which I can actually just click touchpad from right here at the top. So it's really easy to do on no claw, no paddles. That leaves me without a map bind, so I'm gonna set that to left D-pad. That leaves me without a sprint bind, so I'm gonna set sprint to right D-pad. And these binds will make sense in a second. Besides editing, jumping is probably the second most important button, so clicking X every time is obviously not ideal. So I'm actually gonna set jump to R3, which is gonna take away my crouch slide repair, but I'm just gonna switch that over to X. Now switch mode is probably the most important, and I'm gonna leave that on L3. I'll set change material to circle just so I have a bind for that. To reset builds, I'm gonna use R1. To confirm, I'm gonna use L1, but I'm also using auto confirm edits turned on, so I won't really ever click that bind. Alright, so how these binds are gonna help me is basically like this. For my regular movement, I'm gonna be able to click the sprint button, which is my right D-pad, without taking my thumb off the stick. This way in the middle build fights, I can still sprint without taking my thumb off the sticks, which is super important. And that's basically the idea behind all of these binds. I can do all the major actions like editing, piece control, all of this without ever taking my thumbs off the stick. Now, obviously I'm slow right now, but by the end of this video, I promise I'm gonna be quick on this. And I'm gonna prove to you that it's actually not that hard to learn optimized binds on no claw, no paddles. And let me prove it to you. I'm gonna free build for exactly an hour, and let's see how good I can get. And as I got started free building, I basically wanted to really master a few key moves that I use in a lot of my fights. So one of those is obviously 90s, and at first it was really awkward to click a new button to jump, but I got used to it surprisingly fast. After just 10 minutes, I could already do a really basic free build line, and the next thing to learn is double and triple edits. Now I have to say that everyone learns at a different pace, so maybe you won't be doing quite this in just 15 minutes, but it's way easier to learn when you already know how to be a good player. I've already been playing on paddles for a long time, so I already know the timing of edits and good build combos to do. But here, just 20 minutes in, you can already see my improvement. And around the 25-minute mark, something just started to click, and I was playing like someone who had been on these binds for a week. But that's also part of my goal with this video, to prove to you that switching binds doesn't actually take that long to get good. Now at 30 minutes in, I started to really focus on my resets since I'm not used to this reset bind, and of course it started slow, but the key is to just keep doing the same move over and over and build muscle memory. So after 10 minutes of doing only the double reset, I was already successfully putting it in combo moves. And now, 40 minutes in, while I don't look like a pro or anything, I'm consistently hitting my builds and edits and not messing up, which is so important. It's way better to be a slower editor but never mess up, because trying to be fast and messing up edits makes you lose way more fights. However, now over the 50-minute mark, I am starting to pick up some speed, and right before the 1 hour mark passed, I hit my first quad edit on no claw, no paddles. And that is officially 1 hour. And the progress for only 1 hour is actually insane. I don't know that I was really expecting this. However, that's just the power of free building, especially when you do it in a map like this one, where every time you hit height or you fall or mess up, you instantly reset and you can just go again. Also, you saw me switch up the backgrounds a couple times. This just keeps it fresh. Also, I have the custom crosshair on, and this map is completely zero delay. So if you want to use this map as your 1v1 in free build map, then all you have to do is type Carter 2K into the map tab, and then make sure to favorite it so you can play it whenever you want to free build. But to actually fight, I have to build my piece control muscle memory. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next like 3 hours. And what I said is completely true. Starting your practice or even a warm-up with free building is super important to start to build that muscle memory and master your common moves. But these piece control maps are just as important, not only for learning how to actually do piece control, but it's more about learning the peaks, the different types of edits, and especially pulling out your shotgun and practicing your aim. So after every single piece control play, you have to build that muscle memory of getting to the shotgun, and that is so important in fights. Also, while it looks like I'm kind of really good right now, that's because I'm only showing my good clips. Between all of these good clips, I have hundreds of messed up builds and edits, completely whiffed shots, and that's all completely okay. That'll happen to you a lot, even days or even weeks into practicing, but that's just all part of the process. So right now, I'm making sure to really spread out my drills and try to practice as many different scenarios as possible, like even drills where I have to drop down and pull my pickaxe out, because the more scenarios you can practice in creative, the more prepared you'll be for it in a real game. This might be crazy to say, but I've only been doing piece control for a little over an hour, and I think I'm ready for solos. I found the most optimized binds, I grinded my mechanics, so now with just a little over 2 hours of total experience, I think I'm ready to try to get a win. There's one. Also, actually playing is the only way I'm going to be able to get used to like sliding and crouching, because you can't really practice your movement when you're free building or playing piece control. There's two. Here we go. Oh my. Yeah, I heard this guy mantle. Where's he at? There he is. There he is. Bang. Oh my god, I pickaxed him. Oh my, I'm frying. Bang, let's go. Oh, that's medallion, I think. One. Two. Ooh, let me go back down here. Take some long range shots. 73. Oh my god, 73 twice. Slide. Jump. Shot. Oh my, let's go, bro. I'm terrified. I literally do not want to lose this game. Oh, there he is. He's all the way down here. I didn't jump. Uh-oh, where am I at, bro? Where am I at? Where am I at? Wait. Hello? Why didn't my second shot shoot? Ooh, look at that piece control. Almost. That's actually great practice to still do piece control like that, even on not so good players. Like, watch this. This guy's low in damage, so I'm gonna come over here. Oh, wait, he's not even low. Okay. 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 Hello. Wait a second. Brother, my aim is still good. Oh, here we go. Oh. Yep. Wait. Oh my, why would he do that? Oh, he doesn't know the type of aim I got. Come on. Don't want to die to fall damage, please. 87. Oh, two beautiful shots to end off the no claw, no paddles. And I guess it just goes to show that learning optimized binds to get good on no claw, no paddles is pretty easy. So click here to watch 23 Fortnite tips I wish I knew sooner, or click here to watch me speedrun to Unreal this season. Of course, subscribe, and thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end. I appreciate you.